Hello and welcome to the ADHD Unchained podcast. I am your host, RowdyRandomness, aka Rowdy, aka Gearfree Cocksmith, whatever. People call me Rowdy, along with my friend and co-host KanyeSouth, aka just Kanye.
Yes. Hello.
Little death slap there for you.
Yes. You know what? I'm gonna slap you, Rowdy, just because of that. And if you don't like it, deal with it.
in
But
Minecraft.
you, my, my, I don't know. Well, I guess we could try Minecraft. But I don't know. That's not really my forte.
Lord have mercy.
uh,
Kanye, tell the world a little bit about yourself.
uh, wow. Very out there now. I see, Rowdy. No, but
You know how I like to keep it,
I.
baby.
Oh, okay. Let's keep that trunk away here. Uh, but no, uh, no, we're doing podcast stuff. We're trying things out here, but IRL stuff. I am a baker. I bake things. Yes. Uh, and not the drug kind. Okay, so if you're wanting like meth or cocaine, I can't do anything about that, guys. Unfortunately, or fortunately,
I'm so
depends
glad
who's
we're a minute
watching
30
here.
seconds in. Not that I plan on getting
Hey.
this monetized on YouTube anytime soon. I doubt we get that many people listening at once, but it'd be great if we
Yeah,
did. But
yeah,
that
yeah.
would be instant demonetization if I had to guess. So,
What? No, that
within the first
no.
minute, okay, that's the rule. It's like you can't say anything
What?
too unhinged within the first minute.
What? I can't say.
And I'm
Can't
kidding.
say the cocaine. Can't say cocaine or meth right away. That's kind of weird.
Oh, you're gonna be
But
like
no, I.
You're gonna be like Dr. Roxo, the rock and roll clown from Metalocalypse. I do cocaine. Okay, I can attest that KanyeSouth does not do cocaine. Okay, that is what do you call it?
Yeah.
Not a warning label.
No.
I forget. My brain ain't
No.
braining tonight.
I. No. Don't worry. Don't worry. That's just a whole bunch of mental stuff like ADHD, autism, depression, um,
The
a whole bunch of other
triad
stuff
of
to try. It's like
neurodivergence.
the Bermuda Triangle of mental problems.
All right.
It's like,
Well, I'm
uh,
Rowdy, and I am a construction tech. I build things. Uh, yeah. So that's me in a nutshell. I like to build things, and I like to get a little unhinged whenever I build things. But anywho,
yeah,
but we don't.
that's
Look, and for
that's weird.
for full disclosure, we don't have a script. We don't even have an outline. Okay, it is ADHD unchained, unhinged, whatever you want to call it. The
Yeah,
title pending at this point. But it is like that for a reason. We just let the ADHD run wild, and
yeah,
eventually we will devolve into anime. All right, let's.
yeah.
Our conversations always
Look,
devolve in anime.
you know, for those of you who don't understand like what ADHD is, here's the best way I can describe it. Give your grandfather a script, okay? Give it like a script or whatever. Like, let's give him the B movie script. And then he starts reading the script to you guys, and all of a sudden he's like, "Back in my day," and then he goes on this like 60-minute rant of 3 or 4 different topics during that whole rant, and then randomly he will switch back over to that topic. That or he will just forget about that whole topic in general, or just be like randomly, "What were we talking about?"
Yeah,
That's what I like to think sometimes.
it's like I found a mug on the TikTok shop of all places that has like a dumpster that's on fire on the front of it. It says it's fine, I'm fine, everything is fine, and on the back it says I came, I saw, I forgot what I was doing, went back, got distracted, and I have no idea what's going on. Is this my cup? I have to pee, and that's pretty much ADHD in a nutshell. All right. Easily distracted unless you find the one thing that you cannot distract from, okay? Because we do have those one things, and me and my kid who also has ADHD, we have this in common, and we are like single-minded in this. If there is something on the TV that is interesting, we are sitting there like locked in, like mouths agape slightly, just just watching and absorbing everything. But
I feel like if a whole household of ADHD people would just like be running around screaming.
yeah,
That's what I feel.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, which there was a like someone asked me one time, is like, Rowdy, what would you do if you could do like Naruto Shadow Clone Jutsu? I'm like, I don't need to use it. You getting to the bottom of your cup there, Kanye?
you know, wait, did that pick up?
Yeah, that picked up.
Fuck.
But yeah, I've been asked, Rowdy, what would you do if you had Naruto Shadow Clone Jutsu? I'm like, nothing would get done. We'd all get distracted by something else, It's like we would get some stuff done, and then we just get distracted by doing other stuff. But then again, either nothing would get done or everything would get done, because we tend, ADHD people, at least my brand of ADHD, tends to be like socially productive. So if there's some people being productive and they are around us, then we're going to be productive too. But at the same time, we're all liable to be distracted and not get anything done. It's like, Rowdy's, Rowdy's 9 through 10 are over there starting their own game of Dungeons and Dragons. Rowdy's 2 through 3 are watching anime on the TV. Rowdy's 1 and 5 are working on the car, and then Rowdy's 11 through 15 are building something completely unhinged in the backyard. All right, like that's what would happen.
I would really like to have, just a whole bunch of different me's so I can send them off, just to work, while I'm working to making as much money as possible.
Oh, see, I would love to do that, but I wouldn't be able to trust myself. I mean, if we're being honest here. I could trust myself to an extent, but at the same time, it's like, I hope they don't screw anything up today. Because that's the thing. Whenever I say building something completely unhinged in the backyard, it is not something that is pre-planned. No, it is like off the cuff. It's like one time at my last house, I just, I found a wild hair up my backside, and I went out back and I started digging, and my wife came out there and said, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm building a fire pit." It's like, I instantly planned it out in my head. It's going to be 18-foot total. And then, but then you got the actual, but that's the entire pad. And then the center point is going to be like 6 foot. You're going to have 6 foot for the fire pit in the middle of this thing. And we're making it all circular and everything else, which I will, let me just say from a construction standpoint, circles suck. All right, they suck. Finding the right material to mold that, it's possible, but it's just doing all the calculations for it and everything else. It's just more of a headache than square.
Yeah, I feel like Rowdy, you would just be like Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Like, I will walk into your back door, it's like, Rowdy, what are you doing? Oh, hi, I'm making a missile here. Yes.
Yeah, like, no, I am Phineas Ferb and Dr. Doofenshmirtz wrapped up in one. It's like, I know what we're doing today. And next thing you know, I just have like a swing set coming off the backside of my house with a freaking, catapult or trebuchet. Oh, man, there's a reason why I do not have a lot of money, because if I did, I would do some pretty unhinged stuff, which, I mean, shoot, if this channel takes off, I might, I might do that just for the views and the clicks. I'm just saying. It's like doing like a Mr. Beast. Like, I built a catapult to sling my kids 30 feet into a swimming pool.
My. you would get canceled right away. It's like as soon as 5 seconds into that video, it's like no, it's like I built the catapult to shoot my kids. Canceled.
It's like, you know, it's like the catapult on Richie Rich back in the day.
You're gonna get like.
Have you seen that?
Critical.
You're. I mean, you're quite a bit younger than I am, so I don't know if you ever saw Richie Rich.
Yeah. To describe our ages here, to everyone here, I am a. I have been able to legally drink for a year or so now, and Rowdy is closer to gain the senior citizen discount at Denny's compared to when he first got his driver's license.
Okay. Like, dude, come on now.
Mm-hmm. Hey, and you can't say, "Oh, well, technically." No, technically it is correct.
And technically,
Now, officially.
not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. Okay.
No. Technically, it is. It is past the 6 month mark. You're on month 7th or 8th.
Okay. No.
I did calculations.
No.
I
Screw
did the
your
calculations
calculations. Okay. It doesn't change until I turn that magic number. All right. And I said so. Dadgummit.
You know, womp to you, sir.
What?
You're getting closer and closer to that senior citizen discount.
Like, I thought this was just ADHD unhinged, not roasting Rowdy in the in the podcast.
Too bad, Rowdy. You wanted to record. Well, I will record with you. Doesn't mean I won't have a little phone.
I love you, but I hate you sometimes.
I get that effect.
Oh.
I'm like the person you can rely on, but also the kind of person that it's like, man, how do I become friends with you? I'm scared.
Because we met
disappointed,
randomly one night on Goose Goose Duck, and I invited you to join our friend's server. Or actually, our friend invited you.
Yeah, yeah.
Our mutual friend invited you to join the server.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Because it was because of me, you, and our other friend.
Yeah. And then we met Park, who's doing park things right now.
Park things. He's doing park things.
He's doing park things. That's
Parkour.
literally that's all you could. That's literally all you can describe Park. Is literally Park's doing park things. If you were friends with him, you would understand completely.
Park things.
And no, it's nothing illegal, guys. For context.
No, it's nothing illegal. It's just completely unhinged because he's Park. Yeah, it's just like.
Yeah.
But we love him for it.
Yeah.
But and that's been what, like 2 years now, just about.
Like with what, you and me? Or?
Yeah. Probably more than 2.
I think it's more than 2.
Yeah, actually, it's probably been closer to 3.
I think I could probably.
Look, the time is time is illusion to me. Okay, I don't remember what I had last night for dinner, so
Well, it's
actually, yes, I do. I had stuff that was at a wedding because I went to a wedding yesterday, or funeral, whichever way you want to look at it. It's
yeah. All right, so it's been officially like 2.5. About 2.5 years.
2.5
since I've joined. Since I've joined the server.
Yeah. Oh man. I hate that channel is virtually dead. I mean, there's some things that happen every once in a while, but 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 then Goose Goose Duck got like so toxic and everything else. Well, but then there's there's every once in a while I'll fire up the old GGD just to, just for the random chaos for the sake of it, and I find some good people on there sometimes.
Yeah, and then you try to invite me, and it's like, no.
no, I'm not putting myself through that.
We are retired. I am retired, like indefinitely. There's no way I'm going back.
Yeah. But,
Actually, you know
which
what? Never
I'll
seen
be
the other,
honest,
but
I hopped on the other day, and I actually came across a person who I haven't seen, who I haven't spoken to in like 3 or 4 years. Like I met them before I met you, and yeah, it was, but it was crazy. I was like, wait, is that you? She was like, yeah. I was like, oh, hey, how you doing, girl? So we caught up a little bit and everything else, um, but yeah, it was kind of fun, but it was, and maybe in some point in time we'll get some gameplay in, but not for the podcast, but maybe it'll do a little live streaming.
maybe.
Maybe.
You have been trying to convince me to live stream the last few months, though. I will say that.
I have, man. Look. Whenever you get to be my age, you either gotta go for it or not. It's one of those things that
Yeah.
once I make my computer to where it's once I compatible to my phone and everything else to where I can actually get my VTuber model up and running, then we can. I could start streaming in earnest because that's what I would like to do. That would be in-game goal, just not for the job, but just for funsies, and it's something I've been interested in for years now, and I've had a few, had a few, inspirations over the years, had, um, which I'm. Some I won't name because I'll get like immediately canceled for it because they are just so unhinged. But I love them for it all the same. I'll drop. I'll probably drop them eventually. But let's get this thing off the ground first before.
Yeah.
But I will just say that the dude speaks his mind and he does not care what you think. He's going to speak whatever he sees as the truth, and it is what it is, and I can respect that. It's not trying to he's not doing it to appease the masses. It's like he's doing the things he wants to do because he wants to do it, and that's kind of person I respect.
I feel like that's kind of mean in a way. I just do it because like I need to let my ADHD run wild. There's no way better doing that than like gaming and all that.
Right, just like our conversation with the angel next door the other night.
We don't. No,
Another time. Another time. I said another time.
No, not another time. Not another time, Rowdy. No, we still need to watch the new episode of that. The other one. Life's just been busy for me this week. Okay, I'm sorry.
Dude, I know it's been pretty busy for me too. We also got to see.
Away, okay?
What is it? The second prettiest girl in class. We gotta do that too. Watch that as well, and there's some other anime that we got to catch up on. Which one that I was kind of reluctant to watch, but I tried it anyways and everything else because we've been on kind of the rom-com binge lately.
Yeah, I blame you for that.
No, you blame me for anime in general, okay?
No, I blame. Well, no. I blame you for the rom-com. I don't mind the anime. I blame you for the rom-com addiction.
Okay.
That is your fault. That is all on you, man.
All I did was introduce you to anime in general, and then you just fell down the rabbit hole all by yourself. The fact that I happen to be in the hole with you is completely circumstantial, or coincidental.
You practically pulled me into the hole. You shoved like 3 or 4 different rom-com animes in my throat, and I had to watch them all. I didn't watch them all. There was like 1 or 2 that I tried watching. I did not get
No,
into
no,
really,
because the first ones I started you off with were Kaiju number 8 and Solo Leveling. Okay, those were the two that
yeah.
I started
Well,
you off
yeah,
with.
yeah. Well, for animes, yes, but I'm talking about for rom-coms. It was straight rom-coms. It's like
Well,
eat, eat.
which ones was it?
Let's see here. I had to pull up the list here. You know, here.
Like, I think I pointed you to some, but I don't remember us sitting down and watching rom coms at the start.
Well, it's like you should have to watch this. Like when you suggested me, like 90% were rom-coms.
Well, okay, like I said, I was in the whole myself, and tried to the Kaguya-sama, Love is War. That I tried to get you into that one. You didn't particularly like it for whatever reason,
No, I don't.
even though
Hey,
the
hey,
whole
no,
it's the
no.
guy from Black Clover who's narrating it, the
Yeah,
Magna.
yeah.
And there are some
I
hilarious moments, but you made it through like 2 episodes before you dropped it. And I'm like, dude,
no.
you gotta give
It was like 3 or 4. Okay.
3 at most, and then you dropped it like I don't know.
Because I wasn't like I wasn't into that kind of like style, I guess, of how the anime was. So like because it was the same like episode like style, like how what's the example?
No, well,
Uh,
it develops more and more, but it was just kind of easing you into it. But
let's see here. Example. Kumi Can't Communicate. That was what seemed like a pretty good anime for people. If you haven't watched it, you should totally watch it and all that. It seems good and all that. I just couldn't get into it because the the style, like how it went, like the episodes, which mini episodes, like 2 or 3 mini episodes per actual episode. I don't
okay,
like that.
okay. The fact that you did not like how we can't communicate is blasphemy.
No.
It is
I never
so
said I could.
sweet.
I never said I didn't like it. I couldn't get into it.
But no, but but no, but the thing is, you can't be stuck in the rom com rut, as it were, Kanye. You have to venture out. All right, I have like 5 different genres that I'm watching right now. There's shonen. There's my slop isekai. Okay, don't even at me about my slop isekai. All right, I love it so much.
Your
Okay.
sloppy izakaya is crazy. Okay.
Not sloppy isekai, slop isekai. Okay, there's a
Oh,
difference.
I thought you said sloppy. I'm like,
No,
okay.
my slop isekai. Okay, no, my slop isekai.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's slop. All right, it's like it's copy paste, change a few things here and there. Okay, another isekai, and I love it. I don't know why, but it always But there's a few good isekai that's out there, like the what's the one that's coming out? The
Wait,
wrong
are you
way
talking
to
about
use the wrong way to use healing
Yeah,
magic.
that's
That's finally coming out with the
in
second
October?
season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, into the fall season.
Uh, uh, you know,
Well, speaking of new
and that
animes,
the best girl for once isn't a ginger for me. Let's go.
okay, okay, okay.
What can I say? Okay, I have a taste. All right, it's like other people
Yeah,
like vanilla, some
yeah.
people like Rocky
Look,
Road. Look, I'm a strawberry kind of guy. All right, I like my
yeah.
gingers and
That
pink hair
is,
girls. All right, red hair.
for the just for further information, guys. I'm a little bit ginger too, so that's why Rowdy likes to get his hands all over me and all that too. So. Yeah. He's blushing right now, so he's
You
not
didn't hear my little
denying it
growl, my
too.
little.
No, Rowdy, I don't want any pictures from you. Okay. So,
No, those are later. Okay, we gotta keep this within YouTube TOS,
I'm just saying.
and possibly Spotify TOS. But I don't, I don't really know much about Spotify to be honest. I listen to, you know, it's on Apple Music or YouTube or Audible for me. So that's part of the game I need to step my game up in. But no, but watching that. But no, but one that but I think we got sidetracked. ADHD in action. But one that another rom-com that I kind of got caught up in that I was kind of reluctant about, but it wound up being pretty good is Gals Can't Be Kind to an Otaku. And I say that because there's a question mark at the end. So but yeah, but that it's turning out to be a pretty good one. The new episode of Diamonds in the Shadow Realm dropped. Kill Blue, another episode of that dropped. Which that one is, I don't know. I don't really know if that's is that technically a rom-com? I mean, it's more like comedy shonen with some romantic elements to it, if that makes sense.
I'm gonna be honest. With how busy I've been lacking a bit in the anime department.
How dare you?
I'm sorry, okay? Responsibilities take time, okay?
It does.
Jeez,
it does. Look, you have to stay.
Get off my third leg, Rowdy. Jeez.
I don't think you can count that as a leg. Anyways.
Anyways, moving on.
No, but you gotta learn how to stay up till like 3 o'clock in the morning every night, like I do.
Yeah,
but I guess you'll learn that whenever you have kids, so you're kind of forced to stay awake for that long trying to put them to sleep. So you wind up just watching anime while you're rocking them, That's literally what I do. Like, once I get thing to, simmer down, then, and he's just kind of hanging out, then I'll sit there and watch anime and rock, That's until he goes to sleep. That's life. Which new thing that I've had to do now is, he has like this little, this little cow, plushie thing that has like, it has like 2 arms, the head, and then the rest of it is just kind of loose, like a towel kind of thing, or small blanket or whatever. But anyway, so I've been like shoving my hand up into this thing and like making it out to be like a puppet, and I started thinking, oh, well, maybe I can get him to go to bed faster. No, it had the exact opposite effect. It's like, no, Dada, you wear cow. It's like, okay, so now, no, do cow. Okay, what book are we reading now? Freaking Mickey Mouse voice over here, just. Oh. But, tis what it is, such is fatherhood. But,
anywho, let's see here. So, let's talk about some animes that are soon to come. That are soon to come, that are not in their current season,
Why don't you say soon to come one more time?
Anyways.
I'm soon to come.
Anyway, okay. Anyways, jeez. We're not even gonna make it past the first episode here, Raddy.
We're not.
Come on, get it together.
We're not. This is.
But anyways, so, gosh, Roddy, you're just distracting me. Gosh.
Top anime.
Gosh.
Let's go.
But with that smolder you have, gosh. I'm looking at the fourth wall.
Smolder.
Smolder.
Yeah, doing like the failed smolder from Tangled. It's like this usually works. This usually works, but
Yeah. Anyways, we know how spring season right now is currently like rom-com season kind of deal, pretty
Oh
much.
yeah. Now I
As
will.
there's as there's peaked rom-coms going on, as
Oh well,
the one.
there's a bunch of different animes going on, and I have to say, to be honest with you, this season has been a lot better than last season. Like last season, like sure there were a couple of bangers out there, but not a lot to get me excited about. But this season, it's like there's I got a new episode of something like every day, not just on Crunchyroll, but on High Dive too, because Farming Life in Another World, season 2 dropped of that as well.
Well,
Which
but
that's a very it's an isekai, but it's like a slice of life isekai where it's just everything is like laid back. Like sure you have some issues here and there, but I have to let you watch that one sometime. But
but anyways, so let's talk about some. First off, of course, the big one to a few big ones actually in the October season of 2026. So like the fall season of of anime. Uh, One of those scenes is one of the biggest scenes ever, and that is of course the wrong way to use helium magic. Yes, that's the biggest anime that's coming out in October. It's a good anime. I don't know why I'm trying to crap on
play
it
it
on
up.
that. But
I
yeah,
mean,
it's a good one.
it is a
Oh,
good one.
yeah. Well, also there's this other small one, that hasn't been out in new episode in like 5 or 6 years or so, called Black Clover or something. It's all right. No, no. The
Says the Black
peak,
Clover addict over here.
yeah, yeah. Peak Clover is about to make its return with one of its most anticipated, craziest arcs of all time. Uh, the Spade Kingdom arc. Uh, is coming out in October. October 3rd, I believe it was, officially. So, I, that's on Fridays, right?
No, I'm not
No,
looking at a calendar.
Saturday. It's Saturday.
Oh no, I ain't
Saturdays.
looking at no calendar right now, daggone
Yeah, I know, I
it.
know. You don't pay me for that. Anyways,
I'm
you
not
don't pay me
paying.
at all. How
Uh,
dare you?
I'm not paying you at all. This is this is free labor. What are you talking about?
Guys, I'm being slaved away here.
Oh
I
God.
could- and anyways, also in the fall season, we're getting the first part of season 3 for Apothecary Diaries. Rowdy, I don't know if you ever seen Apothecary
Oh
Diaries.
yes, I love Apothecary Diaries.
Yes, I love season 2 is amazing. I can't wait for season 3, in which I believe second part of season 3 will come out in April, so the springtime of 2027, I believe.
I felt like I saw something recently that had like the same dynamic as Apothecary Diaries. I'm trying to remember what it was though. Like as far as the the girl who's like, hey, what's up?
Mhm.
Very whatever. And then you have the
Mhm.
guy who's like, the pretty boy who comes into like, oh, yes, yeah, Ascendance of a Bookworm.
Oh, yes. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, 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 yes.
yes. If you have
Mhm.
not seen that yet, you need to, dude. It's actually a really
Yes.
good one.
That's on my watch list. Also in October, one that is highly anticipated for those who who don't have who only watch it on Crunchyroll. You're gonna have to get something else, in which you have to get Netflix to watch this. In which a Netflix exclusive Blue Box season 2 is coming out. Another really good uh I would say it's like a sports rom-com kind of deal.
Yeah, I've just never really gotten into the sports anime. Maybe at some point in time I will, but
This we'll have to watch Blue Box together
we'll see
because
about it.
I think you will really like it. I feel.
After we finish the other anime that we started.
Yes, there's there's actually quite a few. I
Yeah.
have to watch a few animes with. I have to show Ross, our friend Ross, a few animes. I've finished showing him Black Clover. Had to show him Kaiju number 8. We had to finish watching our shows. Like,
Yeah, we got to catch up on the ones for this season, and the one that I started you off, the Hokkaido
like a
girls,
couple weeks ago. Yes, a couple weeks ago.
Hokkaido gals. Yeah,
Um, let's see here. Coming out in 2027. One that we both really like that was supposed to come out this year. Even like it's supposed to be filming right, it's supposed to be going on right now, but it got delayed till next year. Angel Next Door spills me rotten. Or no, sorry, no,
that was
sorry.
going on now.
I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb.
I mean, I wasn't going to
Uh,
say it, but
yeah, shush, shoosh. Rare mistake, My bad, my bad. Elia doesn't speak her feelings. Or Elia only speaks her feelings in Russians or something like that. I think
yeah,
that's why I could
Alia
be
only
wrong.
speaks her feelings in
Oh,
Russian, and
yes,
that's
okay.
always been that was a cute one too, and
Yes.
I it's kind of weird that we got two guys talking about rom-coms, but because most of the time other guys are talking about shonen anime and the beginning after the end, which is also going on right now, and yeah, that's a good one. Or Daemons of the Shadow Realm, which is also going on right now. They're only talking about like the action stuff, and everything else is like, look, guys have feelings too, and sometimes we want the lovey-dovey stuff. All right, it's
Uh, let's see here.
Not to mention rom-coms, like Japanese rom-coms are hilarious. For those who aren't really into anime, for like the normies who might be in our audience, the anime rom-coms are 10 times better than American rom-coms. Just
Let me
10 times
yeah.
better.
So let me stop you here. Related to this topic here, uh, I have buddy Ross here. Well, not here, but anyways, uh, I would talk to him and all that. Now I mentioned to him, yeah, we watch and like anime and all that. That's why I've been mainly watching and all that. And then he was like, oh yeah, well, I just been mainly watching like rom-coms whenever I have free time, whatever. I'm like, like something like on the Hallmark Channel. Like,
Dude, like,
you don't watch rom-coms on anime? And he's like, wait, there's rom-coms on anime? I'm like, dude, literally, rom-com is one of the main things in anime. That's one
right.
of the main things anime is known
It's
for.
like, wait a second. He's watching the Dacom Hallmark Channel slop? I mean,
Yeah,
oh, my
yeah.
respect for him just went down a few notches, not gonna
No,
lie.
no. He's gotten better. He's liking he's
He's doing
liking the
better.
stuff right now.
He's
But
gone away from the dark side and came back to the light
yes,
side of the force. Okay.
if here's what I will say: if you haven't seen anime, you're skeptical of watching anime, or you're just saying, or even it's like if you're saying like anime is just weird or it's stupid or anything like that, you don't get such inspirational quotes, inspirational like storylines or character development, like
And the nuances.
as yeah, yes, as you would get in anime. Like compared to like other storylines or whatever, like of regular movies or whatever. It's it's weird,
Yeah,
and
I
it
mean,
just
it's
shows
just.
like how.
Yeah,
Sorry, you go.
it's just that, like, Western cinema, which I have gone away from a lot recently in recent years, because it's just been so. People watch movies and shows and everything else to escape reality. Okay, they just for whether it's a 30-minute show or a 3-hour movie, it doesn't matter. They want to be they want to escape from reality just for a little bit, but then they start feeling making everything all political, and it's not like it doesn't even weave in very well most of the time whenever they insert these things. It's just boom in your face, and either the whole thing is about this one political topic that is shoving it down your throat, or it's a checkbox thing where it's like, racism is bad, which is, let's face the fact. We agree that racism is bad, but it's like, for them, it's like checkbox racism is bad. All right, everybody, cut, print, check the gate, moving on. We said racism is bad. We're changing the world. It's like, okay, just like we can objectively say that yes, racism is bad, but why did we have to make it about that whenever nothing, my deal isn't the idea of putting that in there, but put it in there in a way that it molds in with like the plot and the storyline. Don't just come out and say it because you wanted to virtue signal a little bit,
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of this slop coming from theaters nowadays is. It's just a bunch of virtue signaling nonsense pushing all sorts of propaganda, which, you may agree with it, you may not, but still, it does absolutely nothing for the story or for the plot or anything else. If they talked about it in a different way that, was actually a part of the story, that did actually make sense, that did flow very well, and it was, enticing to the viewer, then we'd be talking a different ball game at that point.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of theaters, in terms of like the just like profits and all that, the one that broke broke profits and all that in a crazy way, in which I think they won an award for animated movie of the year. I could be wrong, or something like that. I could be wrong, but it was Demon Slayer, the Demon Slayer movie, Infinity Castle.
Yeah.
Because there was like at least like 600 million, I believe. I could be wrong, or something like that. I forgot. But it was like a very, very large number, in which it surpassed so many like different movies in which they put so much money into. And here's the thing, that was probably like maybe the least entertaining of the of the 3 movies that are supposed to come out. Because you have the one that's coming out in 2027 next year, in which this will definitely break the box office. Actually, if you think that the Infinity Castle broke office box office, this one's gonna just destroy, like explode, like the whole building kind of deal. And then like the hospital that's like 10 miles down the road plus. Like, it's gonna be that crazy, I feel. Because I think, I could be wrong, but I thought I heard something was like, it was gonna be like, what, 3 to 4 hours apparently, or something like that? The second movie?
Wow. That's
And which a lot's gonna be like backstories for certain characters and all that.
right.
But
still, 3 to 4 hours, that's crazy.
yes.
I mean, we're talking like Lord of the Rings extended edition at that point.
Yeah, but with this one, it's gonna be very, very interesting because a lot more. It's unlike Lord of the Rings, It's gonna be a lot more action packed,
Lord of the Rings was pretty action packed. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but it's not the same as Demon Slayer, I would think, because
no, I mean
there's
you're
like
comparing
pause,
apples to
it's
oranges
like
at that
action
point.
pause, action pause, action pause. There's just adrenaline rush 20 like the whole movie kind of deal. Like, what are you gonna expect and all that? It's like, oh my gosh.
Right, like they'll have to, they'll have to build up and everything else. But once they get into the action, it'll keep going. It will be a downhill slope. Which I'll be honest, I got to catch up on Demon Slayer. I really do.
So it's so good.
It's on my to-do list, but been on the rom-com kick lately, so
Yeah. I don't care what anyone says. Demon Slayer is really really good.
Yeah. Another anime that has piqued my interest recently is Marriage Toxin. It's a new show that's out.
Marriage Toxin. I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, it's okay. So here's the thing about it. Okay, you got a dude who is basically the lead or the heir to like an assassin clan, right? And his is and those who dedicate their life to a certain way of of assassinating is is known as a master. Well, this is our main protagonist is the poison master and everything else. Well, he's put in a situation where he needs to marry in order to in order to keep in order to accept to keep his title, essentially, and to run the family. His sister, on the other hand, who is already in a relationship, it's either this guy does it or she does it. But if she does, then she has to give up her relationship with her partner, who is also a girl, so they can't produce an heir. But anyway, so the guy goes to, whenever he's put on the spot like that, he's in the middle of a job and he was about to kill this girl. And he's like, tell you what, I'll get you out of this situation if you marry me. And she's like, okay. And she just kind of agreed to it out of nowhere. So he saves her life and everything else. He's like, so you're going to marry me? She's like, oh, no, I only said this so you can get me out of the situation. He's like, but, you accepted and everything else, and we're supposed to produce an heir. She's like, I can't do that. He's like, well, why not? Oh, because I'm a dude. I only dress up like a girl to, run, to run cons and everything else because I have a feminine figure. He's like, oh, okay. So to pay him back, the cross-dresser said, basically was like, look, I'll help you find a wife to take it on. So, and the dude is awkward as Hades and everything else. Because, well, his whole life he's been, an assassin. He has no social life. So, yeah, but then they, shenanigans happen. Shenanigans ensue. So, but it's currently going on. It's currently dubbed at time of recording up to episode 4. But it actually winds up being a pretty good watch. And then another one that's out as well is Witch Hat Atelier. That's a pretty good one as well.
Here. I believe I could be wrong, so don't mind me. I could be wrong. I believe the Dangers in My Heart movie is coming out this year, and then the season 3's next year, right?
Wait, there's a season 3?
No, there's
there's going to be a season 3? I didn't even know there was a movie. Like, from what I understood, end of season 2, I thought that was the conclusion. Don't get me wrong. If there's a season, if there's a movie or a season 3, I'm all for it. But the way the way it felt at the end of season 2 was like that was the conclusion. Period. The end. Now, if that's the case, shoot, I'm all for it. Let's go.
Oh, wait.
I'm just saying, you can get, second and third seasons of other shows, but we can't get a
Okay.
second season of No Game No
Oh,
Life. I'm
okay.
just saying. That's
Yes.
another one you need to
Okay.
watch. Is No Game No Life.
Okay. Okay. I just looked up online. So, there, there is the Dangers of My Heart movie that was released in February this year, but
Oh,
it's primarily a recap film that compiles the events of the first two seasons of the TV anime.
oh, so it's just
But, yes, but the production was officially confirmed in March 2026 of so that's confirmed. The Dangers of My Heart will officially have a third season. So it'll so more than likely the new season is scheduled to premiere in 2027.
all right. Let's go.
So next year, sometime, we're getting that anime in which I will say this to anyone who has not watched it yet. The first few episodes are going to be like, I
Pretty.
don't know how I feel about this guy.
It's
You
pretty
know,
dark, pretty weird, pretty psychotic.
yeah, I didn't want to, I didn't like it really. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little weird,
I,
but the
I,
way he, developed from that point
yes.
was incredible. And I think
Oh,
if they would have done it any other way, it would have ruined it. So
yes.
I
I,
think it was one of those things. Just like it was kind of cringe, but it needed to be that cringe.
yeah. It's like I trust. It's like you just gotta trust the process,
Yeah, trust the
and
process because
it's
you try
worth.
to pitch this to somebody, it sounds like a psychopath. All right.
Oh yeah. I will say this though. Watch the sub, not the dub. I will say that. I tried watching the sub with the first episode. I couldn't even get past the first few minutes of it. I'm not gonna lie.
See, I watched it all in dub, my man.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I powered through that thing like a freaking champ.
I, I don't like the sub or the dub in that one.
No,
I like
the
the
one
sub.
that I don't like the sub in is dang it.
Or you mean the dub? You don't like the dub in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, dang it. I'm trying to think of it.
Who knows? Who knows? But also,
I have to Google it. Give me a second.
yep. But also, I forgot to mention this before. Also, in which me and Rowdy did give our own thoughts and opinions about, privately and all that, of course.
Oh,
But
don't
with
toy with me, Miss Nagatoro. Okay, sorry. Had
I was like, what are you getting mad at me for? I didn't even say anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, the title is "Don't Toy with Me, Miss Nagatoro." That
Oh,
it's another rom com,
oh,
and it's actually it's actually a pretty good one. But yeah, I tried doing the dub, could not do it, but did the sub.
yeah,
The sub is pretty good. And in the first couple of
yeah.
episodes, it's not quite as extreme as Dangers of My Heart, but it is pretty. But it's pretty weird and everything
Yes.
else. But then she kind of opens up and everything else, and then she's like textbook. Dang it, what do you call it? Oh my word, my brain ain't braining tonight.
I don't
Oh,
know.
where the girl is like, I don't really like you, huh? But she does.
Mm.
What do you
Oh,
call it?
okay, I got you. Tsundere? Is it?
Tsundere.
No.
Yes, straight
Is
up
it?
tsundere. It was like textbook tsundere.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways,
Yeah.
you were saying?
Yes. I forgot to mention this before, but this topic me and Rowdy talked about privately and all that. We gave our thoughts and opinions to each other privately, in which the fact that that peakness, the peakness in the manga has ended. Uh, there has been a the end kind of deal, and that's Black Clover at the end of last month. Unfortunately, I forgot to mention that before
Yep, and
when mentioning the
yep,
anime.
and I'm not reading the manga. Okay, I'm gonna take it just raw dogging straight from the anime. All right,
Yeah, I got you. I
you
got
know,
you.
it's like
Now,
I want to feel those feelings genuinely. You know, straight up. I've already had a few things spoiled for me from other people who read the manga, and I'm like, why would you do that to me? Okay,
mhm,
I'm you know,
yes.
because I was one of the faithful. Okay, I was one of the ones that knew that Black Clover would make a comeback. Other naysayers said nay, it would never return, but here it comes, riding upon a glorious anti-magic stallion. You know.
Rowdy, I think it's because like I started watching anime, and then all of a sudden that, because around the time when I started watching it, that's when
Oh,
Black Clover came out. So I
uh,
became, so
oh
I
yeah.
would say
Oh,
I
so
become
you're
the
the
hero here.
chosen one of anime.
Yeah,
The chosen one of
exactly,
anime.
exactly.
It was waiting
No,
for
the
Kanye
Trump.
South.
It's like as soon as I came in, the trumpets started playing.
The trumpets. You know.
But yes, I will say this though. There is still some questions to be answered though, in which that information will come out in once the final book comes out. I believe it was book 38. Is that what it is? Is
I
that what his
have no
books?
idea. I have no
Uh,
idea. Do not
it's
ask
like
me about
yeah,
things on the manga end because I try to stay away from. You know, if
I
I
got you.
think the manga is going to have an anime, then I stay away from it. But you
Yeah.
know, but if it, I'll read manga that I think for sure are not going to get an anime. You know, like
But
one that I
yes.
wound up reading. Um, dang it, I cannot think of it.
But yeah. Anyways, what do you think about that? Uh, but yes. Uh, the, hopefully the final details of whatever people want to know or wherever if they want to know any questions at all, they'll be answered once the final book comes out in August, early August. I believe it's August 3rd, August 4th, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Almost like like a little epilogue thing or
Yeah,
whatever.
I remember. I remember. One that I thought would not get an anime, and then I wound up being completely wrong about. But but I was so glad it did. Tomo-chan is a girl, and
Oh, okay.
it's about this girl who's been, who's straight up tomboy. Her name is Tomo, and she's trying to get her childhood friend to see her as a girl because they just she's a tomboy. They've been buds for a long for years and everything else. So it's the classic childhood friend trope, but it's emphasized by the fact that she's a tomboy, and so she's trying to figure out how to be girly in order to for him to see her as a girl, because she's fallen in love with him, so he wants her, or she wants him to fall in love back, and it's a good one. It's completed. It's a one season thing, and
It's only one season?
it's only one season, and it has a conclusion. I'm just saying.
Oh,
No,
I haven't finished it, so I've been watching other ones.
yeah, but it's a really good one. But I didn't think because it was so short. I didn't think it would get an anime, but no, it did. It got a one season one hit wonder, dude, and
Well,
it wound up being really good. And
another really good one.
they were very true to the manga, like even to
Yeah.
like you know, there's one point where you see that she's doing something with her arm and everything else. She's having a conversation with her friend, and she's like, "I just don't know how to get him to see me as a girl." And then the other girl's like, "Well, first off, try putting the dumbbell down." And then it like zooms out and it shows her like doing curls with like a dumbbell in her hand. It's like, and that was in the manga. It was like, it was just one of those jokes that I'm so, one of those little details. I'm so glad that they left, and the dub did it beautifully, I have to say. All the characters were dubbed perfectly.
Yes, yes. Let's see here. Another one that's only one season that I'm glad that became an anime was Pseudo Harem. Is a really really good one. That came out in 2025, I believe it was 2025 or late 2024. I remember fully, but if you haven't watched Pseudo Harem, I would highly recommend it. It's
Yeah,
a quick 12 episode. It's only sub, I will say that, but it's very worth it.
or dub
Pretty much,
Spanish
it's like,
for our Latin American
well,
listeners out there.
oh yeah, like there. I guess there's that too. Uh, uh, dos margaritas, please, por favor.
Oh Lord.
Kind of deal. I'm sorry.
Say you're white
I
without
had
saying you're white.
I'll get the chicken quesadilla, please.
The steak quesadilla, quesadilla,
Oh,
if you please.
yeah. I want to get
Oh,
those
sorry,
sizzling
you're
fajitas
Midwestern.
that
Can I get a taco?
no, you gotta put the
I
Midwestern
love them
accent in there.
tacos, don't you know?
Okay. Oh, you betcha.
Oh, you betcha. Oofa.
That's crazy. Okay. Anyways, for those of you who don't know what pseudo harem is, it's pretty much like like a theater, so like a high school kind of deal, high school rom com, but uh, it almost like this like girl has like what is it like a personality disorder or whatever, where she has different personalities. You know, does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does make sense.
Yeah. But and with those
I've dated a few women who
personalities,
had different
yeah.
personalities like that. It's,
No.
it's like
Oh,
sweet, mean as a rattlesnake. Then sweet again, seductive, and then it's like, no, stop it. Okay. Just like,
mm,
at some point in time, I wound
yeah.
up just dropping them. Okay.
And, and
It's
that's what we
like,
call
look,
periods. And that's
it's not me, it's you.
and that's what we call periods. Anyways,
no, it went beyond periods, my man. Okay, and the
yeah, no, I
PMS.
got you. I'm just, to the female listeners, jokes.
Joke.
Understand, please.
Oh, we're gonna be listening to
To our two
misogynists
viewers,
right off
or
the bat.
if they're in case they're females, jokes.
We are not.
But anyways,
We are not misogynistic. Okay, I love my wife, deeply, and everything else, and she supports me, and I support her. It is a very wonderful relationship that we have. Okay,
yes,
we are not misogynistic,
yes,
but
yes. Rowdy is a
we like
very loyal
jokes.
man.
We like jokes.
Rowdy's a very loyal man. It's just that Rowdy prefers my ginger snaps kind of deal. That's the thing. That's what we're trying to get
You're
through
my
here.
hall pass.
My all pass is crazy. But no, so pretty much for the super harem, with this personality disorder, she does like this little harem thing for this guy she likes or whatever, and she's pretty good when it comes to acting or whatever and doing theater stuff. So that's kind of pretty. It's very simple, and it's very sweet and all that, and it was really really good. Um, let's see here. Very quickly before we end today's session, Is it any other couple ones or whatever? I believe some new seasons are confirmed for animes that just came out. Let's see here. JJK is getting season 4 and sometime next year. Hell's Paradise is getting a new season for season 3 next year, I believe. Let's see here. Um, 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 uh, anime that just finished up this last season. You and I are polar opposites. Somehow, some way, we're like, oh, we want more. They're gonna give us more. A new season of that is coming out this next season
And it just,
in the
it
summer season.
just ended too. It's like, we're just, we're finished and we're doing it again. It's just like,
Yeah, you guys want more? We got you.
it's
See
one of those things
here.
that the animators knew that they found gold with this one. I'm just saying it was such a cute one,
Mhm.
in like all the best ways. And
Yes, I. Let's see here. A couple more. Let's see here. Gachikuta season 2 has been confirmed. Uh, Kaiju number 8, the final arc, I believe, is starting to become animated right now.
let's go.
Uh, so
Dow,
the
dow, da, da, ho.
down,
Dow,
down,
da, da, da,
down,
da, dow.
down.
Dude, that
Damn,
is on
no
my
copyright, no copyright, no copyright, no copyright.
that yeah no dude, that is on my lock-in playlist. Okay, like on
Oh,
my playlist of like if I'm working out or if I just need to get crap done. And not only that, I took it a step further. It's like it's my alarm clock in the mornings. Like some mornings, depending on the morning. Like I had different alarms for different things. But if it's one of those days where it's like I need to like take on the day and just crush it, that is my alarm clock. Because people say that. One thing I heard one time is that the first thing you listen to in the morning is like your theme song. And listening
yes.
to you know bang, 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 bang. Okay, yeah, that's a great theme song to start your day, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. A couple more here. Um, One that Rowdy really likes, a series that he really likes. If I Does it say which day? No, it doesn't. See here. The final movie that will conclude the manga, I believe, or an anime or whatever, I believe. I could be wrong. Rascal Does Not Dream of a Dear Friend. The movie will come out,
Oh,
I believe,
Rascal,
sometime this
Bunny
year.
Girl Senpai. You talking about that one?
Yeah. The movie will come
Yeah.
out
And there's
later this year,
also,
I believe.
there's also, Eminence and Shadow. Is supposed to be coming out. I think next year. The movie for the next season, it ends off where season, I think it's technically season 2. Um, but it's enough for 3 seasons. Like whenever I did a complete watch through a few weeks back, and it's like I thought I made it through 3 seasons. But anyways, we're getting close to that coveted 69 mark. Nice. Um, any other closing thoughts you might have, Kanye?
Let's see here. Uh, in closing thoughts, is there like a specific like area do we want to talk about? Like
Yeah, I don't
any
know. I
like
mean, this has been kind of this as always we kind of devolved into having like an anime session, but
yeah,
we might talk
yeah.
about next time we might talk about D&D. We're about to go play some D&D here in about 30 minutes, where I'm playing a barbarian. And what are you playing, Kanye?
Uh, Look, I am a a tiefling sorcerer. Okay.
All right, edgelord, got it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Oh, well, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
and I'm playing like
Okay.
but I'm a like frost giant heritage Goliath barbarian. So it's gonna be fun. All types of fun to be had. But with that said, if you listened this far and you liked what you heard, leave a like, subscribe, Love ya. God bless ya. Y'all have a wonderful evening, and keep it ready, my dudes.